Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode. All right, happy Saturday. So this morning was test out. People were able to see the results on the body fat loss, push-ups gained, sit-ups gained, muscle gained. It was incredible. And out of our 35 challengers, we always have a top three finalists, and then we have the ultimate winner, of course. And it's always fun to see and celebrate all the hard work people do. I also want to shout out the staff because they are the glue that keeps everything going. And so no one got skipped over. We have the management team, we've got the instructor team, and everyone who's involved as part of it. And it's funny, like I have fun emceeing these things. I get so psyched up. I'm learning, I assume people have expectations of me that he has to deliver a certain presentation. He has to be knowledgeable. He has to do whatever. And I'm just learning, people just want you to show up and to either be entertained, informed, educated, or a combination. There's probably like someone who has this all in a textbook, but people show up and they're not expecting anything from you other than to have a good time. And so if you can let your hair down, which I have no hair, and you can just be lighthearted, upbeat, high energy, not annoying high energy, but engaged, people are going to enjoy you and the thing they're doing. At the end of the night, they're not there for me. They're there for each other, for their kids, for the workout partners and the friendships they've built. And so just highlighting all of that and really celebrating it. I started off my spiel like, hey, I like my studio because of this and this, and some other studios do this and that. And I could tell it was kind of like boring, glossy-eyed over. But once I got to the section about the management team, the instructors, our top 10 challengers, and the results they had, people go buck wild. People go nuts when they see other people. And that's because I think it's their friends, and they see themselves in other people doing what they know they can do. And it's like the movies Rudy or Lord of the Rings, or not Star Wars, but like these movies where it grabs your heart and the music makes you tear up and you see that people can do amazing things. That's because we believe we can do amazing things. And this person is not an idol, but an inspiration for who we can become. And so that just really, really was exciting. And I'm learning how to read the crowd, how to read like moments of excitement, celebration, and to just be that light. And so it was great. At the end of it, I had a chance to mingle with a few people, a chance to really engage with the folks that attended, and it was awesome. The little nuggets you share, I thanked a member this week for sharing something on her Facebook page, her personal page, that was meaningful, that resonated with me, and I shared it with her. And then tonight, like I got to meet her husband because they both came. It's like, hey, thanks so much, man. Like, I'm glad you and your wife could come tonight. I really appreciate who you both are. The content that your wife put out really inspired me and really, really meant something to me. So thank you both. Thanking her and thanking you. She's like, yeah, man, like she mentioned that you thanked her for that, and that really meant something to her. So it was two-way gratitude and appreciation. And so acknowledging that people listen when you give something meaningful, not necessarily like factual or statistical, but what really touches someone on a personal level. That's the heart, and that's the thing behind the thing. And so I get bogged down by facts, but I get uplifted by emotion. And that's, I think, how we're supposed to live. I think if we like enjoy who we are and the emotional side of life, the people side of things, the handshakes, the interactions, that is where life is meant to be lived. And we feel down or beaten down, it's often because of the facts or the stats, and it could be the people side too. But I'm learning how to be a human and how to connect with humans in ways that I haven't really had to do a lot in my career, and now is meaningful. And I'm just loving life. And right now, things are going to be better day by day. I don't know how things are all going to work out. I know right now the studio is going to be better every single day. I know we're going to come out the end. We've got the right people in place. My manager said, hey man, I got this. Bounce out here early tonight. I got you covered. I'm like, really? You sure? He's like, yeah, I'll cover the bill. I've got the company card. I know how to do teardown. Like, we'll be good. We're all set. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, hey, that's nice. I want to head home and I want to kiss my kids goodnight if I can. They're probably in bed by now, but that really was cool. And so giving to people on like that soul filling side of things is what's meaningful on the receiving side, and that's meaningful on the giving side. And so I need to live on that human to human connection, not just what's your name, where do you live, what do you do for work, like boring, like no one's gonna, that doesn't mean anything. But it's like, hey, tell me about your cat. And like I'd start talking to someone about their cat, and like before we knew, we were talking about something that was really meaningful to someone because her cat is like her best friend. I was like, wow, like I'm not a cat person, but for this person, I will absolutely be a cat person right now because this is something that means a lot to them. So I don't know. I'm just not venting. I am speaking on the fly, and I care. I do all this because I care, and God's got this figured out. That's the funny part. God's got this all figured out on how it's all going to come together, how the bills are going to get paid, the staff's going to get paid, rent's going to get paid, electric's going to get paid, grocery store is going to get paid, the mortgage company's going to pay. God knows how this is all going to pan out. I think I know how it's going to pan out, but man, I don't need to have the game. I don't need to have the score. I need to have the game plan, and I need to run the game plan minute by minute. And if I'm running the game plan, if I'm being faithful, if I'm doing what I need to be doing day by day, you don't lose the game. You might lose the quarter, you might lose the down, but you don't lose the game. And along the way, I'm going to connect with humans on a personal level because, doggone it, I'm good at that, and that's, I think, how we're supposed to live. That's where we're at. That's where we're going. Let's rock and roll. This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.